It is a little strange.
Okay, so we're here at the Joshua Tree Gem and Mineral Show.
Yeah.
And we got Lapidary Dave.
I know the shirt's a little tight.
Looks good, looks good.
Thank you. I'm stretching it out.
So this is our intro to the Rock and Gem Show.
Should have brought a drone.
Should have got a drone, but...
Is it legal? I'm sure it's a Joshua Tree.
Yeah, this is Joshua.
You know, Graham Parsons died here.
Did he?
Yeah.
They buried him.
Did
Burned
they?
him.
Oh, yeah, they burned it him.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we got to get the lay of the land, and we'll be back, folks. But this is Lapidary Dave. Oh, it's not listening to me now. There I am. As pretty as can be.
You're not even recording.
I'm not? Not too bad.
Hey, Jim.
Hey, how's everybody doing today? How are you, Dave?
I'm hot.
Yeah, it is a little warm out here. So we're at the Joshua Tree Rock and Gem Show, and there's quite a bit of vendors out here. I'm gonna guess 40 or more. And we just snuck up to the local one here and bought some turquoise, and it looks like it's going to be a fun day. So,
Fantastic.
Welcome to Joshua Tree, just down the street from my house.
Pretty hip place.
And we'll have more, I'm sure.
I like that they let you walk around with your beers here.
Right, and I like the fact that they let me wear my Trump hat, even though my Trump hat probably isn't so popular with everyone. But that's okay. I need the shade, so pardon me if it offends you.
Okay, so we split a pound of this turquoise over here.
Yeah.
It was pretty good price, $2.50 a pound. $2.50 for Royston is actually a amazing deal, truth be told. Fox is pretty cool. I get my Fox from Esmeralda. This is $1 a gram. If you buy the pound, it's $250 a pound. These are from Armando and Son. Definitely from Armando and Son. I could tell the Picasso and the Septarian, they dish those out. Yeah, we got a pound each. Point Valley. I'm not a big fan of this Point Valley. I did buy some of them. I like the yellowish matrix pieces. Those are fantastic. So when I shop for smaller pieces of stabilized material, what I look for is a piece that I can cab without having to back, like this.
Yes, kind of.
It's thick enough to cab without having to back, so I can feel good when I charge by weight. No offense for those of you that actually back your turquoise and then charge by weight. I just don't, because you're charging for plastic. But I like material that I can cab without having to back. Some of these larger pieces like this, you might be able to slice in half, but it's a little irregular. You can see spots like this and this right here, this little wing, maybe even that tip. All of this right here would be waste. That would be waste. So I stay away from something like that when I buy small. Something like this. That's a good slab right there. But this chunk, if I trim that off, the top of that would kind of be waste or make a really small cab. So I was able to, and I stayed away from it. I split the pound with Jim, 8 ounces. So I got what I wanted to pay for it. This piece here is pretty decent. You might be able to slice it in half, but it would be thin enough to where you would want to use backing formula. So I didn't get this. The Fox, I think, is pretty fantastic. I am trying my darndest to stay away from green turquoise. Green turquoise, I just have so much of it. I really don't need any, and it's kind of hurting my sales. There's some cabs here. I don't believe that these are from this material. This is what they call Manchan turquoise. Manchan turquoise also goes by the name Redskin turquoise. As you might imagine, Redskin turquoise kind of has a bad name in the scene because Redskin is kind of a derogatory term for Native Americans. It doesn't get its name because of that, but because it is covered in a red skin, like some kind of cuprite or some kind of hematite. Don't know what this is. Doesn't look like Hubei. That looks like because of the matrix there. Kind of looks like Royston. It's backed with another stone, which is pretty interesting. I plan on making a video of that sometime soon. Instead of using a backing formula, they used a stone. That's pretty cool. And you can get creative and use like a piece of lapis or something, like a nice agate, and make it really colorful. If you have a pendant with like a step bezel that's open back, it's cool to have a stone on the back to make it like more colorful.
We'll keep you off. We'll cut it out.
These kind of look like Alicia or something else. Look at that. Interesting hand-faceted chunk of Amazonite. Pretty cool. I do love the Manchon turquoise. I got a bunch of that at home. I cut most of it before the Tucson show. Yeah, this lady was super cool. Here's some number 8, a classic American material. Here's some Royston, another classic American Tonopah material. This is Campitos or Nakazari. They both have the same, like almost the exact same look. The way I know the difference between the two is when it has pyrite in it. Jim is calling me. I'm ignoring him. Here's a nice chunk. Kind of looks like Baja. I'm not sure. It's Kingman. Very cool. Super stabilized, which means it's going to produce a lot of material. Not too much waste. I'd rather have stabilized producing material than crumbly natural any day. Very cool. Thank you so much, by the way.
It's really good to meet you too.
It's a pleasure to meet you. This castle dome is pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
This video is brought to you in part by Cutting Edge Supply Company. Cutting Edge Supply is your one-stop shop for all things lapidary and jewelry making tools. Cutting Edge Supply Company has a wide selection of lapidary equipment, jewelry making tools, findings, gemstone rough, and much, much more. Cutting Edge Supply is a company ran by jewelers and lapidaries for jewelers and lapidaries. Check out Cutting Edge Supply. I love them and you will too. Make sure to use product code LapidaryDave in checkout to directly support the channel.
We need to do this in the winter.
What you guys playing with over here?
Huh?
What you guys
This
playing
is
with
just,
over here?
this is just new.
Oh, nothing.
So this is a new area.
Right?
Yeah, and look in the nodule. It's orange and there's hematite.
Oh my God.
So I just look at the eyes. I just found this.
This is brand new, huh?
Yeah.
A brand new material?
So if I come next
Did you
weekend, I
name it
get to
yet?
dig some of this? Or
Well, my buddy Jeffrey Hill from
Yeah.
Silver Hill Lapidary, he's from Oregon.
Okay.
I showed him the area, and he's calling it Dante's
Okay.
because it looks like drippy flame.
Do you mind if I hold a piece?
Sure, you can hold a piece.
Thank you, my friend.
Silly guy.
We were supposed to come film.
It almost looks like the Morgan Hill material, almost
with the eyes
similar.
in it.
This stuff just is ugly. What do you do?
Yeah, it's
I know what
garbage.
it is. It's beautiful.
Yeah, but this nodule, and I got like some 80-pound pieces of this with the drippies in it and the white. It's just pretty cool. It's different.
Yes, totally.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Well, I don't think you have anything
Here, Jim.
around here that's not
Will you
awesome.
hand this to the gentleman?
Yes, absolutely.
See the tubes?
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's going to be
My friend
the end
Jeff
cut
Hill
of that.
found
So
the
you'd cut this
seam.
at this angle right here,
No,
right?
I would actually stretch it. The moss pattern is
Oh, and
too
it'll
tight.
give you- yeah.
The moss pattern's too tight, so I'm going to cut it this way.
Got it.
I've got like 1,500 pounds of it already. Yeah. All in my front yard around my tree. But I brought a piece to share with people.
Beautiful.
Because I just dug it Saturday.
Right.
Yeah.
And you got 1,500 pounds out in one day?
No, 3 days. Yeah, I dug it 2 days before.
500 pounds a day.
Yeah.
Not
Keeps
bad.
the doctor away
No.
and fattens up the pocketbook
Helps with
too.
the back. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
Keeps you strong. My hand's still swollen.
You're an animal, bro. Yeah, I was trying to sneak in on that trip, but when Dave wasn't going, I'm like, yeah. I was going to call you and say, hey, if they're going, can't I go? But that's all good. I appreciate the invitation there, though.
For sure. Always welcome. Because I want to go to the housing beds. I never
And
been.
yeah, you know,
And
I
you
cut
know
one of
that well.
I cut one of the
Yeah.
best I cut
I
one of the
went,
best
like,
geos I've ever cut.
23 years ago was the first time I went to the Hauser beds.
If you don't know where the dig at, you're just digging.
By myself,
Yeah,
and I
digging holes
followed
for
one trail to go.
Yeah, you just dig it in the dirt, huh?
Beds, and I found a layer that looked like God laid concrete,
Yeah.
and there was geodes in it.
Yeah.
So I grabbed plates of it. I dug down like 3
Look,
feet.
look at this one.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
Pulled
sorry.
out plates.
you get below that, and there's like a muddy, like sticky muddy
Really?
layer, and it is. You can pop geodes down left and right. It's fun.
You like the copper, huh?
I do.
I like it too.
Just it's raw, it's natural. Love putting it together.
That's actually the
houses.
main bed. We call it the east main bed. East main
main
bed. But yeah, dude, we can go out there for sure anytime. And again, it's 100 degrees out there now too. Do you send these off and have these polished, or do you do that?
No, it magically appears at my house. The furniture store.
Got it.
How you doing, man? Check out some
Is this what they call Sleeping Beauty?
This is.
Which one?
Sleeping Beauty?
No, that's from Mexico.
Yeah, this stuff here is probably all from his wife's. His stuff
Yeah.
is going to be the slabs over there.
Yes, this is Sleeping Beauty.
Ah.
That's a polished piece I dug out about 3 years ago.
Is it true that it's a lot harder to get than it used to be?
It's always been.
It's
hard.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's never been.
It's
Wait a
never been
minute. I've
easy.
never
I
got a
should
piece
say-
of sea maggot that was easy.
Probably back maybe in like the 40s.
You think?
There was surface material that
Okay.
the old timers collect. I've got some in a collection now.
Right.
That's all smoothed off. It's vitrificated, so it's been smoothed.
right,
by
right.
Like I found this wood. I love it.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
I've
that's
been
cool.
going there 12 years. This is the first
First piece.
of wood. It was right before Christmas.
I was at the geobeds and found a piece of wood the first time I've been there
Like,
many.
where did that come from?
Right. You tell
Where
me.
did it come from?
Hey, some prospector dropped it out of his bag.
You want to grab one of those? Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Yeah, for sure. I got change. And you can have some free rock, sweetie, down in the bucket over there if you
Oh,
want
boy.
to sift. Through that, there's little strainers over there, and there's bags for you too. You get 4 rocks. 4 free rocks. You get
I
the
love
dino
it.
one
That's
and the
good.
dino ones are 8.
Michigan.
Yeah, my buddy Ray digs it. He's been doing it 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a nugget. Too bad that wasn't 14 karat or 24 karat gold.
And in my pocket already.
Yeah.
Is this completely raw copper?
It's copper, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like this wasn't melted or anything?
No.
That's how it was dug out of the ground.
I thought it's normally pointy and like I've seen it before.
It is.
It can be, but that's like tumbled by nature. It's okay.
Look at the
Turquoise or Chrysocolla or
It's Chrysocolla.
Chrysocolla?
I'm just back here looking.
Yeah. Hey, watch where you're sitting. That Shayla is kind of like the stuff we got from those mine tailings. Yeah, I think I'll. Well,
Oh, Chrysocolla
don't
is
you
so
find
beautiful.
Chrysocolla and turquoise similar zones?
Sometimes.
Yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
I think some of it looks like that shit.
I mean, it looks like how it's like on the surface of that.
That's so funny. That's a great idea, though. I haven't seen that piece. That's a great idea.
Did a pirate fair in this area about 3 weeks ago.
Yeah,
Put neon coins and shells in it for the kids.
they went nuts.
Right? Yeah, not homemade. Yeah. I might bring a cab to trade for another piece and start turning you on to some. We'll do some cab for slab trading. Yes. Well, hook me up with something you want. Hey, let's do a test run. Give me something you want cab.
The one he's filming right now is one that I did with my friend Steven Smith cut that.
Right?
He's only been cabbing 2 years.
It's pretty
And he
good.
loves doing hearts and stars. So I gave him a slab like this.
Right.
And I marked my cab out.
Right.
And he made me that cab out of this.
So when are we going to start that little operation?
I don't know.
I'll tell you what. I'll take this one that I bought, and I'll make a couple cabs out of it.
I'll give you some more.
And then exactly. Sounds good.
Give me one of these blue ones.
Okay. Good. Here's our first start.
I'm gonna save this one for me.
Okay. Got it. I won't let you down because I see you too often to be ripping you off.
There's
Right.
your slabs.
Okay.
This is mine.
Okay.
And it's double thickness.
Right.
So I want it double sided.
All right, a bunch of vendors here. Excuse my framing, I'm getting used to the new gimbal. Don't know how I like it. I'm used to my dinosaur, but let's go over here and see what Jimbo is buying. What are you guys looking at, Rhino?
I'm gonna walk her back to the truck. I'd be happy to come over and look at it for you if I can help you. I'll do it. I ain't gonna charge you nothing.
These are cool.
But
Would you
a lot of
consider
that
these?
stuff can be reproduced.
Would you consider this gem silica?
No, that's a form of chrysocolla.
Some people would.
Right?
Would you mind if I pick your brain for a moment on what you would consider gem silica chrysocolla?
He's a member of the club too, our
Fantastic.
Victorville club. Yeah, actually on the board.
Would
member.
it be when the chrysocolla is actually coloring the silica?
Yeah.
So like a ocean blue solid color?
Yeah.
Okay, because definitely some people out there would call this gem silica chrysocolla. I would call this silicated chrysocolla, but I'm not
that's what I
a
would say.
chrysocolla guy. I
Well,
think it's definitely beautiful.
It's chrysocolla from Africa. It's from the same. These are from the same place. This is actually like the second grade. That's more closer to top grade.
Fantastic.
And I like it. It's wonderful.
These all look pretty like mom and pop hand cut America, baby. Did you cut these?
Yeah.
Yeah, it has that hand cut look. Not too perfect. You know, like you might get calibrated from like Indonesia, Rajasthan. Or,
Now this stuff is supposed to have shattuckite in it, and I don't see anything that tells me it's shattuckite.
is shattuckite the dark blue? And what they call shattuckite.
And it usually forms in vugs and is bitrodal. So I think they're fudge.
I agree.
I think that's marketing.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And, you know, you'll hear a lot of stories that I've seen some stuff that was called shattuckite go for well over $250 a pound. I've seen stuff at the Tucson show being called shattuckite being sold by Middle Easterners for closer to $40 a pound. Mm-hmm. And so I hear that the originals from Mexico, the originals from America, the Paradise Mine, so many stories. I don't know what to think of shattuckite.
Yeah. Well, if you've ever seen real shattuckite, it's a whole different story.
Maybe I've never seen it before.
You probably
I've only
haven't.
seen.
It's a pretty rare mineral.
I've only seen stuff that looks like that.
That's what we've gone up.
Yeah.
Did Jim come over here looking for dinosaur bone? He's always on the hunt for the dino.
My dino isn't that great, and what was fairly good went yesterday, or was it the day before?
I think these are fantastic.
These,
Well,
the
these
caps
are
great.
these are okay.
Oh, you mean your slabs?
My slabs. yeah.
Sorry.
My slabs are really third rate, to be honest.
They weren't quite what we were hoping.
Well, you're the cutter, so you're gonna cut what you like. You know.
Well, and it didn't turn out to be what I thought it was.
No, that definitely happens in the industry, huh? This one is just fantastic. What's your favorite color in the dino?
I kind of like this red,
Yeah.
but I kind of like the red, white, and blue, like this one.
Yeah.
I like the yellow when it's like
Yellows,
really bright
yeah.
yellow.
Oh yeah. I've seen
This
it.
red reminds me of Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I like the red. Or kind of this multicolored kind of stuff.
Super cool. How long have you been part of the Victor Valley Club?
Well, we just re-signed up, a few months ago.
Yeah.
We were years ago, and then we kind of faded away
I
from it.
was a wagon master for about 6-7 years.
Oh, wow.
And then the club got really crazy for a while, and
His
it
personality.
wasn't fun being. And it got real litigious, and I had people like trying to talking about suing me over field trips. You know,
That's no fun. Because it's all about education and love for rocks.
Right?
Is this what you would call Apache gold?
yeah,
Cool.
it's actually copper ore from
Really?
Jerome, Arizona.
Jerome.
I like
Yeah.
this one, the rutilated, dark rutilated.
Is it the same? Oh, it's a Brazilian rutile?
Yeah, I don't know where it came from, but I backed it with some enamel.
That gives
Very
it a
cool.
different look.
Definitely. I've seen some super translucent pieces that people have backed recently with
Usually another stone. Or,
like abalone.
Oh yeah.
Abalone?
And
Oh,
some people
wow.
think it makes the stone a little too busy when it's abalone. I've seen
Yeah.
people do like dichroic glasses and they say it just it kills the
That
rutile.
probably kills it.
Overkill.
Yeah. There's too much going on in the
Okay.
background.
You want to see what real Shattuckite?
Do you mind if I join you in the shade
Yeah.
where I can see?
Yeah, you won't see it.
That's what Shattuckite looks like.
Wow, it's like mineralized. It's like a mineral specimen.
Yeah.
Interesting.
See it.
So, and it's not often included into quartz that way, you know.
Kind of looks like a blue saginetic spray or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Very cool. I would have never have guessed. So I think it's safe to say that a lot of stuff being sold way too cheap is a trade name, being abused.
I think so.
Yes, if it has any Shattuckite at all, it's trace.
Is this what they call Lucian Varisite?
No, this is Australian Varisite.
Oh, super cool. I
Can't
bought
get
some.
it anymore. It's
Oh
gone.
man, I got lucky. I bought an old piece from Broken River Mining in Tucson.
Yeah.
I paid for it. I really paid for it. I should not have bought it, but it's just stunning.
When I got this, I was getting it at like $20 a pound, which
What? That's crazy.
yeah.
No,
That
I
is
invested.
crazy.
And that was the Outback.
You're right. That is an
And you're-
amazing price.
And they can't get over here anymore because of COVID, and we probably won't see them again because I think COVID killed that.
Killed the scene, huh?
But no, the seam had run out anyway.
No, I mean the scene, like
Yeah, for them.
they'd rather work on other things. This is amazing.
This is the highest grade Varisite you will probably ever see.
Are these two pieces also Australian?
Those are also Australian. They're especially gemmy.
Yeah, the pieces I got were very, very pale, closer to this color. here.
Yeah.
I did not get this stuff. I would have thought this was like an included chrysoprase or something. It's so darn dark.
No.
That is awesome.
Almost don't even want to sell those.
Yes.
I just get them out of there.
I love that feeling. Because then you can charge whatever you want for it, and you do not care if it's there at the end of the day.
Right.
And what is this Varisite here?
This is, you recognized it as Varisite. Very good. This is German Varisite. I don't know what
German,
mine it
like
came
from Germany?
Yeah.
Really? You don't see too much stuff coming out of Germany. I know they have a big rock scene, a huge agate scene, supposedly. But I don't really know anything about it. Have you ever seen the German lapidaries, how they work? Giant sandstone. They lay on their bellies, put their feet on a piece of wood, and they work all day with these giant dop sticks working.
Really?
It looks terrible.
I have not seen that.
I can't imagine them doing that when they can engineer so much better.
Germany
Right.
has a big gym show too that
Munich.
Munich.
that they
Yeah.
claim is the biggest in the world.
Uh,
But Tucson says they are. So
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know, and Tucson used to be bigger. I go every single year. This year was a little bit sad. Literally, maybe 1/5 of what I'm used to seeing at like Keno,
Yeah, I thought
and
so.
maybe
It was
1/10 of what I'm used to seeing at like
Yeah, the
River
dinosaur
Park,
guy wasn't
Red
there.
Lion.
A lot of them
the
were there.
Australian people, just one Australian
Or they
tent,
scaled down.
because they were already in the States before they shut it down.
You know, stuff like Moldavite. I used to get it for like $9 a gram.
Yeah.
65 was one of the, like 24 was the cheapest, 65 for something decent, and 125 a gram for anything good.
I paid like $25 years ago for one that's about the size of a nickel.
Oh, wow. You folks are great cutters, by the way.
Well, thank you.
I assume you're drilling your own holes, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that.
Is this a water swivel?
Huh?
Is this by hand?
Yeah.
Wow, that's pretty perfect. That's a nice,
I use
clean hole.
I just use a rotary tool.
Oh, jeez. Because I know the Picasso is probably not particularly easy to drill.
Well, it's not hard. It's a lot softer than an agate.
Really? Okay, I am a little mistaken.
It's more like a marble in hardness.
I use with the Gunther water swivel. It's a chuck that goes in the chuck of a drill press, squirts water through the hole. It's sintered. Drills really fast, but it only does hard things. And I would have sworn you used one because it's so clean. But just patience. Patience is the best key for
I also
drilling.
have a small drill, so I might have followed up with the small drill.
Very cool.
Drill press. And I actually submerge, not the motor, obviously, but
Is this Mexican here?
no. Well, I guess
Police
it
court.
is. I guess it is. This is
Percellus,
this
perhaps?
Marcellus or
Purple Passion.
Passion,
Yeah,
whatever.
that one.
I met the miner, the Mexican miner, and
I've
his
changed
family.
hands a couple of times.
Yeah, definitely. I met the gentleman who owns it now. I used to work for Highland Park, and I met them while working for Highland Park, and he said he hates that name. He's a big macho kind of guy, and he's like, "It doesn't. You could change the name all you want, but the people are going to remember what they called it."
Right.
Right.
And he's like, he could call it whatever he wants. It's always going to be Purple Passion.
Yeah.
These cuts are fantastic. How did you get that curve? You don't have to tell me. I'm just going to ask. You don't have to tell me.
I use a glass cutter.
Really? Oh, that drum.
Yeah.
Holy smokes. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Dude. Holy smokes, that is brilliant. What a great piece. You folks are really good lapidaries. I can't wait to talk to you folks more at the club.
Oh, yeah.
What is this?
Mushroom jasper.
Well,
Kind of looks like
rhyolite.
tree mushrooms, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a rhyolite.
It's a rhyolite.
Mineralogically, but they call it.
Mu-
They call everything jasper.
They market it as mushroom jasper, but it's mushroom rhyolite.
Dude, these folks are great lapidaries.
Oh, I don't doubt it a bit. They're part of our club. They got to be. I think it's part of the deal. So you do all the cutting of this?
Yeah.
Great.
See, I started when I was about
There are some of them that are
15 years old. And then I went
So I
to
do more of the
school and
jewelry
college
stuff.
and all that.
Right?
And then I picked it up again when we moved up to Phelan. We joined the
Did you
Victorville
folks make
Club.
these bears?
Right?
Yeah, he even did the bear.
I think it's because it's a bear
So we
calf.
was there for a
He
long
started to play
time.
with carving. You know?
And I was
These are great.
the wagon master.
Okay, right, right.
First Jan, then me, then
Got it.
nobody, now Jan again.
Right. You're next. No. No, that's cool. I've got the similar background. I took a college class. So I used to ride my moped. I was like 15 years old. Rode my moped over to this jewelry supply company. And they'd go, well, you need to go out to Riverside.
Let's just have a club meeting.
Just bumming around,
Yeah.
slumming,
You know, he doesn't have anything to do, so he comes around and he
Harasses you? Or?
harasses.
I heard you were at, well, I thought you were going to be.
What is this
at
called?
Diamond
It's
Pacific
hyper
today, no?
hyper's theme.
Yeah, right.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Hypersthene. Yeah.
Do you know anything about it? Is that a
it's-
feldspar?
It's close to a hornblende. There's a group of minerals that, and they all blend into each other. So, so hypersthene isn't the name they don't like to call it anymore, but that's still the name I know it by.
A place called Green Hill in the North Cadies.
Okay. Yeah, that's what it was.
I've never been there before. I picked up a couple nights.
Do you folks ever sell online?
I've sold on Facebook.
Do you have a card?
Yeah.
That's one of the nice things.
Cool. I'll have
You
to.
can find us on
I was thinking. Oh, tomorrow.
Is the
oh,
Facebook
tomorrow,
information on the
what's
card?
his name?
Galen.
Galen, right? I like him.
Find us on
He's a pretty cool head. Yeah, I like him.
Nice. $10 cabs here. Lots of goodies. Hand cut. Hand drilled. That hole is worth $10. You
Right. You were saying that. Right.
know. You're giving that piece away.
No,
Right, well,
I live by the restaurant.
So would it be Rockstar Gems and Jewelry on Facebook?
Oh, the other side's amazing.
right. Okay. Oh, so you're
Lapidary,
I'm on the top.
and jewelry arts.
Cool. Find them on
It's on
Facebook.
Orange.
Got it.
Street.
You're so.
You know where
That's
my
the other side of the mesa, right? You're right.
It parallels the Mesa. I live up there.
Got it.
And it looks down.
Yeah,
on the golf course. It's nice.
These drilled ones are.
Large, though.
Are you doing this for the club? Is that-
No, I just do it for fun.
Oh.
It's my job now. I got lucky on YouTube. I don't have to work a regular job anymore. But I want this. Do you take a card?
Sure.
That is a good piece. Do you know what it is?
Call it good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Will you tell me?
travertine. Travertine, they call it onyx, but it's travertine onyx.
John, what's his name?
That
Yeah,
might
what is
be
it?
from the North
Poisler.
Edwards claim. Not sure if it's.
Yeah, I just talked to him yesterday. Yeah.
I'm thinking that's where that
I
piece
talked to
is
him. I
from.
met him at Courtside.
North Edwards?
And
I am completely unfamiliar with any of
Off
that.
the
Yeah, and he
58?
goes,
I live in Taos, New Mexico. Nowhere near here.
I'm like, cool. Then I seen him there and I didn't do it. And then I seen him here and I'm like, didn't you invite me? I couldn't think of his name. He's like, he gave me the and I go, I'm Jim and da da da.
Definitely
Anyways, he
from
goes,
that
"Yeah,
site.
he's come over."
I think it's the same material.
Oh, he does. He's
little-
He's good too. I mean, everybody's a good lapidary that seems like.
Thinking about taking a class with him just for help.
Really, he gives classes.
You guys gonna do one?
I mean, I have so much of that
Really?
stuff. Here's some more of it. This is the darker version of it.
Oh, is this the same?
I will. I have,
No, this is is this what they call? It's an onyx.
That's
actually 16. I was taking college classes, and by the time I got into high school, I was teaching
flowering
classes,
tube onyx.
teaching
I love this
stuff,
stuff.
and I'm like,
Yeah.
Mr. Peterson, that's not the way to do
There's
it.
some other ways to do
And then I showed him, and he goes, "Well, you know
I
what?
got a
You just
bucket
take
of it,
over."
but not
And I
all of
did.
it's that
so I told him
stable.
I called- Yeah, well, yeah, I was.
A
I did
small
really good.
bucket.
I learned a little casting, a little silversmithing, and
That's
you know,
a
I've
wahi?
been doing, been doing it ever since.
Classic American material.
That piece was mined in the
Chino High
50s
is where I was at.
by the original owner.
Wow, I have a ring I casted from there. Has Jim on it, like. I can't remember my own name, but anyways.
That was kind of like
Well, you know, I think
second
we
to
talked
the
about
end cut.
you coming over and looking at what I
I just left it that way.
It looks great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're welcome
Slim it
anytime.
around. Yeah,
Yeah.
just come. Yeah, same likewise. Just think about maybe having a little barbecue or something, inviting just
Paul
a few
Bunyan?
people.
I'm slightly familiar with it through that gentleman William,
But I'm saying if we did it at
the
my
barrel
house, we could
cactus
come
guy.
over and we could do a
Yeah.
little
I
carving
don't know, he
session or something. I don't
has a
know.
claim somewhere around here.
Is he the guy that has that claim
How does it
currently?
The Paul Bunyan?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was open domain for forever, and I
Yeah.
was working the
And so
vein.
everybody goes
I go
and sees
back the
every- yeah,
next
that's
week,
cool.
and there's
We should
Sorry,
get
Dave.
one of the board members right.
I'm so sorry.
Dave's an excellent rib cooker. Have you ever had his ribs?
Not yet.
Oh,
This is a great, cool little flame
yeah,
cut.
he would be one to have in
yeah,
the
that's
rotation. I'm just going to do
Argentinian,
hamburgers,
I
but
think.
Dave.
Oh, nice.
Dave
I
has
know
it
the miner
going
pretty
on.
well. He used to be an actor.
Oh yeah, I got it from.
Oh, the smoker thing that he's
Courtside.
got that
No,
communicates with your cell phone
where
and
you
all
used
that.
to work. No,
Highland Park?
Grills, it's a pellet
Ah.
grill,
Oh, cool.
and you can get different
This is
kinds
some more of
of
the same.
Uh-huh.
And
I
you
think
just
this
set
is
it
the
on
stuff I got from there. But I also got somebody that sells it out of desert gardens that's
Right,
very
right.
similar.
Oh, nice.
I'm
lower
not sure.
temperature.
The actual miner vends at the powwow
Right.
indoors.
Yeah.
He gets the best polish I've ever seen on a rock, ever.
Yeah, this was harder than I would have thought for an agate.
He uses a Richardson even on small pieces. He claims he uses straight from the knife.
Barbecue or-
He
or-
says the slabbing is super important.
Oh,
Straight from
I
the
love
clean
it.
slab saw.
Oh yeah.
100
I
Richardson
take
Ranch.
and put that stuff in.
A
like
worn
on
out
tri-tips.
220
I'll
Richardson
put it
straight to a cereal.
165
And it's
and run
done.
it all
3
night,
steps. Boom,
and
boom,
then
boom.
Most of the days.
Best polish I've ever
That's
seen.
just a
Is
smoker.
he lying?
Yeah. I
Maybe.
put chips in it, and it's an electric smoker.
I don't know.
And I just keep an eye on it. Yeah, and I don't.
Yeah,
put a
me
bunch
too.
of chips.
I love
only
Don's
put chips
material.
in, and
I
when
made the stuff
just
he's making.
start,
Did you make
when
these
When
knives?
they burn off,
Yeah,
it's
the
it.
handles.
And so, like the first 2 hours, it gets smoke flavor.
So,
I do it
this
first.
is North Edwards.
Maybe
Watch out,
you're.
that's hot.
Maybe I should learn it that way. But anyways.
I'm no expert.
This is
Oh, no, I'm not
serpentine.
either.
I don't know
But-
where.
but I
from,
think
but it's
Dave is.
serpentine.
We'll have to see.
You know, Janet, what she wants
This
to
is
do is
Trona
make her-
onyx.
She had a term for it where people just come over and use.
I had troubles with that. It was like
Wow.
dissolving on me. while I was working
like
on it.
oh yeah.
So I had to
Oh yeah,
like fill
she
the
was
gaps.
gracious enough to invite me and Sandy.
The
over
water
for,
was eroding it.
Christmas dinner. So
As
me,
I worked
Dave,
on it.
Oh, wow.
Annie,
What is this?
Doc, and
This is
Janet
called
and,
Red Green
Mary Lou
Blanket.
all had Christmas
And
together.
it's
It was
a,
lovely, dude.
rhyolite
It was really,
from,
really cool.
It's a giant crafts.
Peru, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and they were playing. We were playing
And
music.
this is
I wouldn't mind playing with that glass.
this is some not
Yeah,
so
me neither.
typical coloration for the Verde Antique.
Oh, wow.
See, this is what you're usually looking for with the Verde Antique. This wild color.
Oh, definitely. And that's kind of a paler version.
Yeah,
Is it considered a serpentine?
yeah. Well, a lot of people think it's a marble. It's really a serpentine.
Dude, these are stunning. This one's got to be my favorite.
Really,
I love
and
that.
that's just a common rock I found out in North Edwards.
Yeah, that one's, I think that one's great.
I didn't
Like
recognize him.
here,
I didn't recognize him. at
that's
first,
it.
But
This
I was,
is it. Just
But I
a
was,
common
you know,
piece
two
of
and two together. And I go,
agate.
I go, yeah, you're the one they railroaded into the. It was funny.
Hey, wait.
I didn't say that.
I did not do that to him.
No, you didn't. It was Dave. It was Dave. Or maybe you did mention it or something. I don't remember, but whatever. Whoever's fault it was, it's good.
No,
Anybody with this kind of quality, we need in our club.
Did you make these pipes?
My brother actually made that
You know, I started on
But then
pipe
he just
making.
gives those to you. Okay.
to sell, and that's
Okay, sure.
Yeah, well, no.
I like that the hole is actually in the middle. With a lot of pipes, it doesn't really work out because it's not like in the middle. It'll be like to the side or something. But this is actually usable.
So I.
And I don't like when they're like
cases
with
out of
a
wood.
glued on
And I
stem
had
because then
my
you're
little-
smoking glue.
My other boxes inside. And I was
But,
gonna
that's
comment,
great.
see, Plastic
Hey, that lady
containers,
was
and they just
looking
like melted. I had to
rose quartz.
It's a beautiful
It's kind
cut.
of
Kind of good, so I
It's
don't
a nice
mess with
cut,
it.
but I couldn't get
Oh,
the
they're all
polish
quartz-
I wanted on
quartz
it for some reason.
Looks good. Tell her to wear it for a couple of
yeah,
years.
but-
It'll shine like glass. Anyway, I'm gonna get this piece from you folks. Thank you so much for your kindness, by the way. You make bismuth.
I do make bismuth. Here's some bismuth crystals right here.
Can you tell me about it?
Well, it's basically a metal that you melt down. It's similar weight to lead, and these beautiful crystals appear out of nowhere, and we'll give your fans a little demonstration of it.
So isn't there a way to like heat them up to get different colors out of them?
You know, I've never tried that. I just take what it comes, and I've never tried to change the color, but I assume that by heating it up, the color will change. I've achieved all these different colors just by one straight pull, you know, so I don't...
I heard you say that earlier, that I use the term pull.
Well, because you're pulling, so this is the top of the molten bismuth. And it makes these square forms. If you look at this, there's a lot of square. These have been sanded at the bottom, but there's a lot. So you melt the bismuth in a pot, and you let it cool, and then at the top it starts solidifying into these squares. Then you grab this square with a pair of tweezers and you pull it out, and you literally see this crystal form. When you're pulling it out, it just builds right. It's amazing. You'll see. I'm going to show all you. And you look, what if I pull a few more of these out, you're going to see the square shape at the bottom. This is probably where they grabbed it to pull it out, and these things just drop right out.
Is it an expensive thing to process?
No, it's just you got to buy the bismuth, and usually you want to buy more amounts. So it's a little. I started with a 10-pound batch and got several pieces, but it wasn't what I wanted. Then I bought 50 pounds, and I think the last time I bought 150 pounds. And I have it at my house still, but so we're going to get to see that here.
What does the shot that you melt look like?
It's just a piece of it's basically this color right here, that chrome. It just looks chrome colored like that little corner piece right there. So it's a big block that looks like that. You put it in your pot, you melt it, and you just start pulling these out one at a time. It's really cool.
I hear that it's the main ingredient in Pepto-Bismol.
Bismuth, I think there is in bismuth, Pepto-Bismol. I'm not 100% sure. We'll look it up on what's your favorite little...
So the healing properties are, it's good for nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, and diarrhea, right?
Sure. Let's just say that. That's it.
They're so cool.
Yeah, so we'll pull some out. We'll make some crystals
Beautiful.
for your fans.
Do you folks process it yourself?
My friend does.
That is so cool.
We have a lot of cool stuff here at a pretty reasonable price. I like it.
I try.
Here's a card on the bismuth.
There you go.
Bismuth is a rare metal-based crystal that grows when the metal is melted and allowed to cool. The longer it cools, the faster and larger the bismuth crystal.
Right. The secret is letting it cool down. Actually, what I do is I melt the pot, and then I put around the pot, I put fire bricks to hold the heat in. And the idea is to let it melt or cool down as slow as you can. And as the top solidifies, you'll see these squares start to form, and you just grab the little square and pull it out. And sometimes you can get huge ones. Other times, I showed him the bottom, right?
Yeah, so this one's from the top of the bowl, and then this one's from like against the bowl.
Yeah, at the bottom, right. You can pull pieces off the top or bottom.
This is the top.
I usually only pull from the top.
Interesting.
So it seems to me, from my experience with this, is that the
Right.
ones from the bottom
Right.
are more gold,
And
and the ones from the top are more like blue.
Bismuth, yeah.
But I don't know how true
Very
that
cool.
is.
When they outlawed
That makes sense because all he has is
bismuth
blue
like
ones.
very,
because he gets from
a
the
very
top.
heavy metal.
Your necklace
So
is
they
super cool,
use
by the way.
bismuth
Thank
BBs to replace the
I've
lead.
had this
and it's
necklace
non-toxic.
forever. I
cool.
wanted
You
some
shoot it
I
out
wanted
the
to wear some
water,
tigers.
let it fall in the lake, and you're not poisoning
Over.
all the fish.
Oxidation during this cooling allows bismuth to acquire a diverse range of
Right.
colors, red, yellows, and blues,
Exactly.
to name a few.
Exactly. You know, even
Due to these properties, bismuth is a crystal that is said to give a sense of calmness, community, soothing emotions, and spiritual isolation.
totally banned.
A sense of stability in a time of disorganization and confusion. Everyone needs to carry this stuff around, huh?
Yeah, a lot of the people who, I mean, people tell me what they use the crystals for. I don't tell them, but a lot of some people have kind of used it.
Thank you. Nothing
as a
but good
neutral,
comments on that.
as a, like, almost like a
When he
neutral
was running for the second,
like neutral energy.
when he was running for the
Very
second
cool.
time, I had nothing but like
Bismuth crystals remind me of a colorful utopian cityscape
and then,
of the artist
you know the result.
Scar?
Now we have a shining star.
or I've been told the stairway to heaven.
And you
It's
know,
hard to believe that bismuth is the attractive ingredient of Pepto-Bismol, created by Bill Horton. Very cool. Are you Bill Horton?
No.
Okay.
No.
But he made those.
No, he made those,
He's our
and
friend.
yeah,
Very
he's
cool.
not here. He had some health issues. He hasn't been here the last 2 shows. But this is where this came from, and our business
Yeah.
and hers. And
We all sell his business.
yeah, I do. I was gonna sell it, but I've just made a bunch up and I give it away and I give it to the kids. And once in a while, when I do go to a show, I'll sell it or I'll give
These
it
are
to
nice
the,
big Herkimer
for the
diamonds.
giveaways at the show.
Right.
I learned how to make
Yeah.
it at Burning Man in 2010.
There you go.
They had a workshop.
So I'm out gold mining.
Nice chisel
I'm out
tip.
gold mining in the desert.
Everyone check out
And
Just
we pull up and
Herks.
I'm like, "Wow,
Just
these
Herks
kids."
on TikTok,
And
Facebook,
then,
and
so I had,
YouTube.
there was we were mining
Chris
in
and her
this wash,
friends are
and,
fantastic people.
kids
They're doing a
were
pay
doing
dig
this-
now.
this big mine.
So if you're in the Herkimer
And-
area,
and so I
check
couldn't
that
talk to
out.
anybody, so I went over and started talking.
Check out Just
Yeah,
Herks
well,
and
we're
message
just
them for
filming
more
some
information on the
Burning
pay
Man.
dig.
I'm like, what is a Burning Man?
I went out there and
now,
just got
of course,
warned.
my daughter is
Even a
a
little one,
full-blown
it would
raver
totally
in
be
Burning
worth it.
Man
I
Creek,
love
but she.
Herkimer
So
diamonds.
we went in this cave and they go, we're going to do some filming. Do you want to go? And they were lighting up. Oh, I'm kicking your dog. That's what I'm feeling.
It's okay.
So they were lighting gasoline in this cave and filming it as it like pouring a strip of gas back from the cave, and then it was really cool.
It's cool
So they were-
Brazilian tourmaline.
Yeah. Oh boy, killer.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is really
protecting you. That's what she's doing.
Stop, little bird. Stop. There's just a lot of dogs out.
Yeah, I know. I get it.
Sit. She likes to hang out back there, but.
Okay.
This is from the Urubu mine. This is tourmaline. This is from a mine that it's from Brazil. I've been there a
Wow.
bunch of times. This mine is closed now. And stop.
Did you harvest any of that yourself?
I probably was out there working on this. I probably owned a percentage of this when this was mined.
Wow.
But I just got this last year because some Brazilian guy had it, and I was like, I have to have that
Oh,
because
right,
it's closed.
right. It makes sense.
You know, so
What's it called now? You
It's
said it was tourmaline, but
It's
what
tourmaline.
what tourmaline? Green tourmaline?
green
or-
tourmaline, and then this has like some of it has like that's like replaced with quartz on the
Right.
inside.
Right.
So
Awesome. Which would all be in that pegmatite that they're mining. So the quartz, all of it.
Yeah.
Tourmaline.
So
Beautiful.
some of it has quartz in it, and some of it doesn't. See how it like the pink was replaced by quartz.
Right.
It's kind of
Very
crazy
cool.
stuff. And it's from the same mine as this tourmaline here, which is more gemmy. You know.
Right. Okay. Oh, all right. Oh, those are cool.
Could I trouble you to hand me one of those?
This one?
Yeah. Fantastic.
Yeah, I would call that Jimmy. You better believe it. What does that piece sell for there, ma'am?
That one's priced at 200, but I could do it for like 150. I think it's 4 grams, so I could probably actually do it for like. I could probably do more for like 120.
You ever been to the Ocean View mine?
That one's $100.
Cool. No, that's
And then these are all
Some
15
Campitos.
boxes. And then these are my discount. And these can be cut, and these are all half price, the mark price. So this one's like under 20. But like I cut these,
right.
so
Very awesome.
Do you have a piece that you cut of some of that material?
I think I don't.
Okay.
But if I do, I put it in here. But I think my friend got the last piece. I
Okay.
did. My machine broke, so
Uh-oh. What kind of machine do you use?
I had a little Pixie that was vintage.
Do you live in the area?
I live in Riverside.
When you say you cut it, you're not talking facet. You're
I
talking.
cabbed it.
You cabbed
this
it. Okay.
material is cabra.
Got it. Got
So,
it.
you know, but you can cab it, and then it's way prettier. But
Jim could probably fix your Pixie for you. This guy's
you got a motor?
This guy is a
Oh,
beast.
motor's bad, huh? Yeah.
I mean, it just started being clack, 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 spark, spark, spark.
Might be the
Yeah,
capacitor,
yeah,
right?
it could be a capacitor. It could
No,
be.
this clacking and the sparking was some sort of part that was like
no.
spinning
boy.
inside of there. And it's vintage. Like when I bought it to Diamond Pacific, and I was like, I need some wheels for this, and they're like, that belongs in a museum, and I'm like,
Oh no.
but they walked around, they got everything I needed. I'm like, this is starting to cost too much, because it was like almost over six. This is a few years ago,
Right.
and like it was like almost $600 of stuff that they had picked, and I'm like, you guys are going crazy. And they're like $150. So for $150,
They set you up with
they
all.
gave me all new everything.
That's
and now,
cool.
and then I used it, and I had this goal
Can you grab
of
that for
cutting
me, Jim?
200 cabs before I bought a real one.
Right.
And then I got a drill recently, and I started making some beads,
What kind of drill?
like just a
Gunper?
drill, like I don't know. I got
Oh,
it from
just
Rio Grande.
okay. Got it.
And then I got the hollow stem, like little
Mm-hmm.
diamond bits for making beads, and I was like, yeah, and I started making stuff, and then clack, clack, clack.
That's
freaking
too bad.
thing. Yeah. So and like from what when I went to Tucson this year,
Right.
like all the other Pixies, they're like we're on back order on everything because there's no motors.
Yeah, I was gonna say they can't get the motors right now,
Right.
and that's the problem. That's when you said your motor went bad. That's.
Yeah, I mean, if my friend who is like a Lapidary artist who doesn't charge enough for any of his stuff, so he's
Right.
always fixing his equipment. So if he can fix it, like if it's some bearings, if that's the chocolate, and he can take it apart and fix it, then I'll great.
What are you charging for your Sujolite?
It's by the gram. Like I'm charging $5 a gram, but I can do better.
That's not bad.
Well, I mean, I've had that Sujolite for a long time, but you can get it wet if you want to like look at it. I mean, I don't.
Wait. I just put it in my hand. I'm sorry. I didn't want to wet your box.
I don't care. Like, I don't care about it. I've had that for a long time.
How much is this one? You said $5 a gram.
No, it's 15.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever. Yeah. How much is that piece be?
I think it's 5.6.
Okay, let's see.
5.6 grams.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think it's
Don't touch it.
4.0.
Oh,
So
That's $60.
60
Huh?
bucks. I can do it for $50.
it's beautiful, isn't it?
And that's from Brazil.
Right.
It's a piece of your heart right there.
Somebody's heart. It's on my heart. My tourmaline, you know, I don't put anything out that I don't want to sell. And anything I want to keep goes in a flat like this in my storage unit. But
I
like this,
understand.
if you're a cutter, like this is a $3 a gram piece. Like these are my $3 a gram tourmalines. But this one is too. That one goes in there. I just had an extra box, so I took it out. So that one is.
Beautiful. Do you know what this is, Jimmy?
No, I don't have.
That's graveyard plume
Oh, no.
backed with a piece of glass.
It
This
looks
is
like amolite almost.
fantastic. This is bad to the bone. And this is something similar,
7.
but with
20 bucks?
Montana agate. Backed with something there. These are so awesome.
Yeah, actually it is.
Yeah, this cool. With the Montana agate.
Yeah, and the graveyard. These are fantastic. Do you sell in Tucson when you're there?
Only if I'm importing something from Brazil. So
Do you speak Portuguese?
I have spoken Portuguese, but I don't remember it now. Thank you. Let me put it in the bag for you.
The most important thing in any language is what kind of beer do you have.
Oh, yeah.
Que cerveza.
How to talk to ladies or guys.
I think cerveza is the same in Portuguese as in Spanish. I'm not sure though.
Know how to count to 1,000.
I'm gonna call it green.
That's what it is. I would call it green too.
Here's another really cool Montana agate. Backed with something awesome to make it look like it's busting with iris.
These aren't garnets, are they?
Yeah, those are little garnets.
Isn't that cool, Jimmy? They back it with something and it looks like it's busting with
Yes.
iris, but
Yes.
it's really just a backing.
Yep.
Super
That is
cool.
cool.
Yeah, those are $2.
She's got some awesome stuff.
Yeah, a lot of cool little things. I even like some of that pink.
Did you buy the tourmaline?
I bought the one.
I gotta see this, whatever this is.
I'm gonna put this out front so that maybe someone will buy it.
Okay, cool.
Touched up by somebody, like, is that why they got the little...
What is in there with that? It's a rutile. It's definitely Brazilian. But I wonder what's inside.
And those pink. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Help him.
Well, I don't remember where they're from. I'm like, those are from.
Those pink ones are what? Now, what are those?
These are Brazil. And they're half
the
price.
Okay, yeah.
So it's $33 minus
I like this.
the half.
All right. So let me. Okay. Let's put that in there. I'm just gonna go ahead.
And those, I mean, it's just, at one point I priced them, and I thought I priced them low, and then I was like, you know what? These are
This is Jimmy's rock
lower
face
the
here.
price, I keep it like that.
You can tell he wants it with that face on. His eyebrows get all big.
Where are you guys from?
We're from Taos. He's Victor Valley.
I'm Apple Valley,
Apple
and he's Taos.
Take one of these guys.
This is a cool piece here. Silver sheen.
Sure. So we get the anchor out.
I know. I have enough tourmaline, don't I?
Listen,
I think this piece should make a banger
I've just
piece.
never seen one that's like just solid black.
Yep, cactus juice on that stuff. Huh?
Yeah. Definitely would need to be stabilized to be cut
This there
appropriately.
for you, so that way you know.
What do you think? You sell me that one for?
Stabilize.
Yeah. Yeah, you know what? I thought that was
Angelite. It's a nice polish. Well, you're doing great now. You have a beautiful display. Incredible spread. Great prices.
Do you really know all of them?
Really nice polish. Kind of looks like vibratory lap. Like no grain to the polish. Looks like it's about 600 grit before a cerium or something else, but since there's no grain, it's not done on like a flat lap. It's definitely probably vibratory. Brrr. Wonder what this stuff is. Is it a quartzite? Is it a chalcedony?
Well, my last show, I just put the tables up and they were filthy. And, but no, we did good. It was fun.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I just, the kids rock.
Oh, yeah, cool.
We just video games.
Yeah, nice to see you again.
All right.
Right.
So we already had some of those, and then we got into these, and we found out that between the crystals and we watched
them, right?
So people like it, and acquired more and more.
Galena and silver. And silver. Galena is lead, right?
Right. So I have like, I've been a fighter agate and opal freak all my life, and I have Lapidary shop.
I like this a lot.
Saws and spear machines.
$3.
So I do all that, and then When I retire, I will. But right now, I work out of my house. So yes, and this will be probably when I get to this point, I'll probably be retired at that point. But we're gonna do. I'm a project manager for a development company. Down below, Monte Vista Properties. But
This is Vantage Night, which I believe is also a lead ore. Started a TikTok, and this is one of the crystals I did recently. My TikTok is like crystal medicine, which is something I usually don't talk about on this channel. Stuff is super cool. It's out of Morocco. There is American Vanadinite. Most of it's a Moroccan material.
We've got a game plan, and this totally works. But I think our thing is going to be a unique thing. We'll have the TV playing at the mine site, going, and we'll see what happens.
Some more galena.
Yeah.
Look at this one.
So that's how I'm gonna kind of get into it. I have a bunch of we sold a few houses, so the bank's pretty full, and I'm gonna try this. And if it don't work, there's no sweat, you know. And if it does work, great.
Yeah, I like the little jerseys. Whatever the host rock is.
You'll see them when you see it. Yeah, like we did a couple of really good videos out of Tucson this year. So he'll shop for people. So one of his subscribers says here, he charges them $100 and they send him the PayPal, however he does it. And I'm like, and I heard him give out his number, and I called him and I'm like, bro, I want some fire agate, some opal, and some turquoise. And he's like, dude, come on out here. And I'm just getting over COVID. Oh no. And I was like, if I feel better, I'll be there. So I drove out there, and we've been like best buddies ever since.
Nice.
So,
that's how you guys got hooked up.
Yeah, that's how I got hooked up. And then we did a podcast, rock outing podcast a month ago.
Ooh, look at this one.
They were pushing he calls me Sweet Jim. My name is actually Jim. So I started a channel, and he's been pumping it, so I have like 40 or 50 subscribers now. Yeah. And I haven't even really uploaded. I've got one little silly video up there, but I've got a bunch of stuff filmed, and like today, you will probably be
really enjoy their layout. They have prices for everything.
Going to give you distraction, but if he puts you on his channel,
they also have like a tray number.
When you check him out.
So if you don't remember what you bought, you can call and be like, "Hey, can you tell me what tray 51 is?" Send a picture of what you got. They can help you out. It's really cool.
Sends him a check every month. Yes. But he lives through the.
Did you used to Vista? Okay.
There's Jimmy schmoozing.
Yes, talking to the people here.
I like your beard
Sweet
cut.
Jim. Yeah, I got a new look. Got to clean up for the videos.
Yeah, so we just started here doing this.
You know what these are?
Do I know what are?
These?
Yeah, so we do this twice a year.
Yeah, so
He's a Shiva Lingam
is a. Oh no, I didn't know.
from the Ganges.
Oh, yeah, we met him. He's in the back.
He's in the back as well.
Here, there's more bodies in that river than any other river.
Wow.
Just floating.
Oh, yeah.
These are really hard. I think some people consider it like a jasper. But I broke more drill bits on the Gunther drilling Shiva Lingams than any other stone. Some of these can be gigantic, and some of these are actually not really authentically shaped like this. These ones are real, but sometimes they just get the rough material and shape it into that shape.
Oh, he was on a scooter, yeah.
So I could go around.
Yeah, it was.
No. And he does this stuff. He decided to do this one.
Yeah, he said.
Really affordable. This booth is super affordable.
Yeah, you are.
Really good prices. My grandma loves bismuth. Jim makes bismuth.
We'll get you some traction. You got to get him to do it. My 40 subscribers is not going to help you much. My buddy owns a mine up in Morrison, and so he's playing this land. His wife was up there, and she saw
Very cool.
walked over to it, and
Getting used to the new gimbal. Don't know how I like it yet. This one's real nice. This is a beautiful material. Surprised I haven't heard of it before.
That's why we stay here, because people come back. Get repeat.
Cheaper advertisement. Yeah, better than paid stuff. No, they had a country business in Florida.